Hello, everyone. Um, I'm going to be going over my little slideshow of all the things that I've done while I was here. So, welcome to Paloma in Roma. Okay, so with the pictures you have here, it's a little sneak peek into my week. And as you can see, I did a lot, but we're going to get into it. So, starting with week one. Um, it was honestly just like a crazy, chaotic week. It took a lot of adjustment. Everybody was dealing with jet lag. But even though all of that was happening, we still got to do so much. So, up in the left hand corner on the top is a view from our apartment. And she's so beautiful. And everywhere in Rome is just beautiful. So, everything was just has a great view, and you just can't help but take pictures of it everywhere. And then in the picture below that is a market. So 2 blocks down from where we lived, there's a market that took up several blocks down the road. And at the end of it is what you see here, a flower stand. And there's actually lots and lots of stands that are just like this one all around Rome. So you'll find them basically anywhere, and they kind of also the same thing, but they're nonetheless always stunning, always beautiful, always full of really beautiful plants that are just looking lush and bright colored. And it's just really nice pop of green against what can be kind of an overwhelming landscape of just built environment. But yeah, then moving on to the next picture on the top, we went to the Roman Forum, and in there I took a picture of the Tempio del Livo Giulio. It's one of the many monuments that you will find within the Roman Forum. Because it's so huge, I couldn't really get a picture of the whole thing. But before that, making our way down to the Roman Forum, we actually were on a hill, and I can't remember the name of that, but it also has an amazing just ensemble of ruins, and I feel like people don't talk about the hill, but it's a must-see, and we looked at that for hours and then went down to the Roman Forum. By then we were exhausted. That same day, we'd also gone to the Colosseum, which you can see on the right-hand side on the bottom. So the whole day was just jam-packed. This was like Tuesday or Wednesday. So by the end of the night, by the time we were just making it down to the Roman Forum, our legs were done. So we couldn't stick around as long as we wanted to, but I was still able to see so many cool things, hence the photo. The first day of class, we went to this place called Villa Torlona, which is the second picture on the bottom, and it is in this park that has other really nice places that you can go to, and one of them is a house of a former French prince who ran away to Italy, and that was his getaway home, and I really wanted to tour that one, but I couldn't. But Villa Torlona was a beautiful, just truly immaculate, just amazing villa, that is now a museum that you can go tour. And, it definitely made up for the fact that I couldn't tour this other dude's house, but this one was just breathtaking. Then that week, we also went to the Pantheon, and then we kind of went exploring in the area after we left the Pantheon, and that's when we came across El Chiostro del Bramante, which is like kind of that really big photo there. And that is actually attached to a museum that we accidentally stumbled across and went into looking for a cafe. We didn't really look at the gallery too much, but because we just seen the Pantheon, we were exhausted, so we didn't get to explore too much more. But around the area is Piazza Nuova. It's not too far from other really important or popular sites, and since Rome is very walkable, you can make your way over to the Trevi Fountain or the Spanish Steps. And then in the top right hand corner is El Terma di Diocleciano, And so these were basically bathhouses that were turned into museums. And as you can see here, there's many works of art on display in this museum. But the bathhouse part of it, you can also visit, and it's just amazing. It's so big, and it really feels like you're walking back in time when you're walking through the bathhouses. And we actually went to these bathhouses right after going to the National Museum of Roma, which is right next to Termini. And the bathhouses, the Diocleciano, um, are also right next to the museum. So around Termini are many museums and monuments, ruins, and great restaurants. So yeah, that was week one. Really just exploring, finding cool museums and places to, take pictures of and get like start getting things off the list of places we wanted to go to. So week two, um, yeah, we didn't really take a break. We kept going. We went to the Musei Capitolini, the Capitolini Museums as a class, as we did with the Pantheon and the Colosseum. And it was, of course, just stunning. Every single room is just impeccable, just filled. Every single corner centimeter of this room is just artfully made. And that is in the top left corner. Below that is Piazza Repubblica, and so that is a plaza right next to Termini. It's also very popular. Lots of things are going on there. There's also a metro there called Republica. And we ended up just coming across it when we were going home after class. Because we had to take a metro from Bologna station to Termini. So sometimes we take the bus instead. And actually, we came across this one when we were going to, I think, the Capitolini Museums, because we just go straight after class. The picture next to the Piazza Repubblica one is this really great restaurant that we went to after class. There's so many restaurants around the area where we go to class. So this was just one of them, and I loved how just fun the colors were in there. And then, yeah, I got a pizza, but I'm vegan, so they made it with no cheese. And it was pretty great. And then if you see, there actually is a pizza on here from Refugio Romano. That is a fully vegan pizza because it is a fully vegan restaurant, and we've gone there twice, and it has been amazing. The carbonara that I put in the first slide, the intro slide, is also from there, and it was just amazing. To the left of the pizza is the Pico Gelato. That is a gelateria around the school. It's actually on the way to the apartment that some of the students were staying at that we went to go visit a few times, but we actually ran into Pico Gelato when we were looking for a public library or cafe to do our homework after class. If we go back to the middle to the bottom row of pictures, there's the Foro Romano. So I didn't name the Foro Romano in the last slide, even though that's where we went to the Roman Forum. But this view of the Roman Forum, you can actually see from the window of the Capitolini Museum. So when you stand on the other side, where the window is looking towards, you can see not only the Capitolini Museum, you can see so many other iconic monuments and buildings, all from the Roman Forum, just looking out into the cityscape, and it just kind of makes the skyline just filled with so many iconic pieces. It's just breathtaking. And yeah, another picture from the Museo Capitolini occupies the right side corner here. And then we went to Austria on Friday to cool off, and it was just a great beach. The water was very cold though. It was like a train ride, 40 minutes down to Austria outside of Rome. Then in week three, we went to the new Vatican museums. As you can tell from the middle, pictures here, the two yellow ones. It's Museo Vaticani, and we went to the Sistine Chapel, but you can't take pictures in there, unfortunately. But on the times when we weren't in class or going to the museo, um, Museo Vaticani, we went exploring. So there's many great places to go to in Rome all on your own. So first we went to the Giardino degli Aranci. I know that the circle's kind of covering that up, but it's very popular amongst the locals to go there. And since it's on the top of a hill, you can see all of Rome. So people love to go there for sunsets, and if you take a picture, you get the entire city just below. And again, monuments, iconic buildings just dot the cityscape. Right after that, we went to Rosetto Comunale. It's like a rose garden, also open to the public, and it's beautiful. It's filled with so many flowers, and it's a great place to take pictures. Um, Before we went to the park and the rose garden, we actually went into this place called the Cripta di Adriano. And this is a crypt that was made underneath what is a church now currently, and it is the same church where um, the Mouth of Truth, very famous kind of sculpture on the wall, is made that lots of people take pictures of, but not a lot of people know about the crypt. It's very small, but it was amazing to see that. It's very cool. Um, and you just kind of take some stairs down on the side of the church. Not outside, it's inside. It's like towards the middle aisle to the left hand side. It was just so cool. And then in Trastevere, we went to another crypt. And you can see in the right hand corner, Basilica di San Crisogno. Now, this one was massive. It was massive. And yeah, so it's just like amazing. And so this picture alone does not capture how huge its place is. And it is so cool. There's still remnants of the art that was on the walls, and even human bones in some of the tombs that have been left open. Um, Not complete skeletons, just random bones. It was kind of spooky. Yeah, when I said Trastevere, that's the neighborhood that is featured in the right hand corner. And finally, with week 4, this week, today's Friday, it's the last week, but after getting let out of class, we kind of ventured into the Trevi Fountain area. So first we got our little Colosseum pop at Luciano's in the left-hand corner. Then we went to Galleria Schiara, which is just this kind of like building that you can walk underneath. It's open, and then businesses and people probably live in the actual building, but it's not. It says Galleria, but I don't think you can actually go. It's not actually an art gallery, unless we were mistaken. On the left-hand side is the Church di San Ignacio di Loyola, and that is where a very famous mirror is that lots of people stand in line for a long time to record themselves in. That's actually so you can get the view of the ceiling in the mirror because it's like flat. And so that's the biggest picture in the middle here is my picture in the mirror of the ceiling behind me. And it's just so remarkable. It's truly worth the wait. Just standing there forces you to look at the ceiling and even other parts of the church. Everything is stunning. And we also went to Galleria Borghese. So we've got 2 paintings, or 1 painting, 1 sculpture here from that, and the whole museum is just gorgeous, gorgeous. I can't recommend it enough. The whole park is just massive. There's so many things to do in the park. And then there's this little dog here, because what is Rome without all the cute little dogs? Everybody has a dog. You can't go anywhere without seeing one every like 2 seconds. It was amazing. And yeah, that's kind of a summation of all the major things that I did. And yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, this was Paloma and Roma.